What's up guys, Magic Knives here, and in today's video I'm bringing to you a new Airsoft review video on the E&L AKMS. This is the essential edition of the E&L AK lines that they have, and holy crap, like look how beautiful this thing is. Like honestly, when you first shoulder this like, I've never held a real AK before, but if I ever do one day, I bet you this is gonna feel the exact same way. And it's no surprise given that E&L apparently, so I've heard, is that their AKs come from a real AK factory and such. So it is very, very one to one scale. Especially with the finishing, which I'll talk about in a moment. But yeah, let's get into this. So first and foremost, so many good stuff about this replica. There's like full metal body with like steel, very nice blued finishing, real wood stock, real wood handguard. All right, it's, as you can see, it's a very kind of plum coated or colored like wood. Okay, and if you follow my channel enough, you should probably know that I do have, this is my LCT AKMS, which I'll kind of do a little brief comparison between these two. But first and foremost, right, as you see, the E&L, I will say, it's definitely very smooth, and like it's like perfection. It's almost too perfect because it looks so perfect, it almost looks fake to me, you know. But then once you feel it, you know for a fact that okay, this is real. Okay, maybe over time, you know, if you know you decide to weather it or just you start using it, it will kind of look a little bit more rustic and looks like a raw AK. My LCT one, even though I like the kind of brown, like lighter brown color to it personally, and I don't know, it's got some gloss to it, which is kind of nice too. And of course, I like the underfolding version of it better slightly. That's just me. I just like the old school look, but of course I've tacked it out, as you can see, with my accessories. This one obviously is the wood stock version, but so it's fixed, of course, but even this feels really nice, and I find like it does kind of balance the weight of the rifle much better. What is kind of cool is right at the back here, you can have a real AK cleaning kit, which it actually does come in with the gun, which is kind of cool. Obviously can't use it for this because it's just an airsoft gun, but pretty nice that they add that for realism, you know. So the safety, I find it's pretty smooth. LCT, I remember it was pretty stiff, at least with trying to kind of wear the top part of it. So it did take some time to kind of wear that top notch. This one though feels very true. Like I can manipulate it. It has very nice, satisfying and like reassuring clicks. So that's full auto. That's single action. Sorry, semi-auto, and then safe. I feel this feels very smooth. It's not too loose, all right, but it's not too tight that I can't just flick it down, as you can see. So feels very good. Okay. The magazine that it comes with, right? This is a 120 round mid cap. Granted, I haven't heard the best about E&L AK magazines, and the one I got, the follower doesn't even go up all the way to the top, which is, I don't know why. It does feed fine, but I tried my SEMA magazines, my SEMA AK magazines, wouldn't work. So I'm ordering an LCT one. From what I've heard, it does work on the E&L. It's not as good as the SEMA AK mags, but it'll do. So, and it's 130 rounds, so pretty close to like a little, at least it's over 100. The sound when you rack the bolt though, listen to this. That feels, that sounds good. My LCT one, not as great. I mean, but this, that just sounds awesome. Now, obviously, this you can use it to adjust your hop up. All right, you pull this little slide back to increase hop, push it forward to decrease hop. Okay. Now to install your battery, because this is a AEG gun, alright? Just like with any AK, you're gonna take off the dust cover here, push it in, and just pull up like that. This gun in particular, I'm not sure if you can get a a Tamiya version, but a lot of the ENL AKs now are coming with Dean's connectors, so it will come with a Tamiya adapter. Okay, so if you don't have a Dean's battery right away, you can just plug that adapter in, so you can use your LiPo battery or whatnot. These will take 11.1s. The great thing is this gun comes with a MOSFET already pre-installed. So that's why even though it's not as high-end as their previous line of AKs, it is still pretty high-end in my books, especially given that this does have a MOSFET already in it. So that's pretty awesome. So you do have, provided you get those little thin AK stick batteries, you can fit the battery through there, okay? And you can just, once you're done, install your dust cover back on, and you are good to go. So, now, I am trying to get an LCT railed dust cover. Obviously, my LCT does have that cover, but I did have to modify it in order to actually fit it, or at least fit it in the way to my liking. This, I found when I tested this on my on the ENL, because I did the modifications, it would not fit. But I have a good feeling that the LCT aka rail dust cover will fit on this, because it was only because I added a bit of extra shimming to the front of the dust cover that it wouldn't fit. But if I get rid of that, if I get a second one, I do have a good feeling that it'll fit on the ENL. Alright, I will confirm it in the comments whenever I do get around to that, but if you need to get a rail dust cover, you might get lucky with the LCT one. So I'll get back to you on that. You can, though, obviously, you can remove the top hand guard here just by using the latch here. So you could also do it with a railed gas tube. Okay, so that's another option. And yeah, you got your standard 14mm CCW flash hider here. Really like the flash hider. This is just looks great. Standard iron sights. Okay, and yeah, this is like overall like a really well put together AK. Just the finishing, the look of it, just it feels solid. Like this is a real nice collector piece, but also really good gaming piece as well if you're looking to get a good AK or old school AK in your airsoft collection, or for your airsoft loadout. Now, out of the box, given this is a the Canadian version, this is currently shooting at around 385 feet per second, so pretty good. It might be good enough for if you're doing an outdoor field that has a 400 feet per second limit. However, obviously, if you're doing indoors, you'll probably have to get the spring changed out. Overall, really nice gun. Like I said, I don't want to say it, but part of me knows that if I couldn't get the LCT version of the AKM or the AKMS, I definitely would have gone to this one, because especially with the fact that it has the MOSFET pre-installed, Yeah, and the finishing too looks great. Not as big of a fan of the wood. I kind of like the wood on the LCT a little better, but that's just me. The older E&L AK line, it was a bit better with the finishing, and they do have the underfolding stock version as well that they sell for E&L, but that one was out of stock, and no pun intended. That was yeah, they didn't have the underfolding stock one, unfortunately, and honestly, this will not be my personal gun. This is the gun that I will be using at the airsoft range where I work, and I just figured a full stock version just would work better for renters and such and stuff like that. You know, because nothing better than an old school wooden AKM. So yeah, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Hopefully you enjoyed this review, and hope to see you guys in my future videos. And until next time, peace out, guys.